Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Jack LeGuin from playerdevelopment.com, and I am now writing for zaxblog.com if you haven't seen any of my stuff already. Today I'm just going to talk about the Florida High School State Championships. They just ended over the weekend. Um, Holmes County winning 1A, Grandview winning 2A, Providence winning 3A, Highland Prep winning 4. Norland winning 6, Tampa Jesuit winning 5, Blanche probably having the best team in the tournament, winning 7, and finally 8 coming in at Hagerty. Just 1A, Chris Walker was obviously the best player of the tournament, and he had a triple-double in the first game with 20 points, 13 rebounds, and 13 blocks against Hawthorne. Um, an incredibly good player. He's going to make an immediate impact at Florida, in my opinion. 6'10 guy, 7'2 wingspan. Kind of a shy guy, very nice if you talk to him. But he's going to make an immediate impact. He's going to go in there. He's going to add on a little bit of weight working with Patrick Young next year if Young doesn't go to the NBA draft, which I personally don't think he should. He'll be a very good player for Billy Donovan at UF. Um, Grandview, man, those kids can shoot the ball. Eric Mance is a fantastic player. Ivan Canette's gonna make an impact definitely at a lower D1 or high D2 school. Very, very good player. Can finish around the rim with both hands. Um, they beat a good Orlando Christian Prep team that didn't play as well as they could have. Adonis Enriquez had a very good game both games, scoring 21 points and then scoring 17. He's head to UM. If you have not gotten to see him play yet, do it. He's a very good player. Dimitri Thompson has a little bit of work to do, but he'll be a very good player for any team he decides to go to. He's a D1 player, no doubt in my mind. Jonathan Joseph as well for them is going to be very good. Providence, if you have not seen Grayson Allen play basketball, go and do it because this kid can really play. He has offers from NC State, Purdue, Illinois, Florida, FSU. He's going to be fantastic. They have a kid named David Sharp who's very, very good. He's a football player. I'm not sure how long he's going to play basketball for, but he's very good. Wyatt Walker is fantastic sophomore, probably 6'8", 6'9". I'm not sure exactly how tall he is, but he's very good. He's improved a lot since his freshman year. He'll be very, very good. They beat a good Coral Springs team that had Nurazana. If you've ever heard of Talib Zana from Pitt, he's the younger brother of Talib. So he's going to be a very good player. 4A probably had one of the best performances of the week with Joel Berry. Not exactly playing his best, but B.J. Simpson and Denzel Davis coming on playing very well. Joel cannot play well, and he can still go out and score 21 points. He's going to UNC. If you have not gotten to see him play, probably the best rebounding point guard in the country. Averages 6.5 rebounds a game, 26.3 points a game, and probably, unless he gets gypped, will probably end up being the Mr. Basketball of Florida for the second straight year as a junior. For last year, first sophomore ever to do it. He'll be. I would honestly be shocked if he did not win it again. 5A Tampa Jesuit brought out all the guys. This year they had probably about 700 guys there. They took school off on Friday and won that game. And then they came back and beat a tough American Heritage team. They got a kid, Travis Johnson. He's going to go play football at Cincinnati. Big guy, can really play. Josh Galvis is a very good player. Jack Fleming is also a very good player. If you have not gotten to see them play, they play really tough. They don't make mistakes. Just a very, very tough basketball team. 6A Norland, sloppy game. They're a very good defensive team. Lawton, the coach Lawton Williams, really, really prides himself on that. If you have not gotten to see them play, they're not the most entertaining brand of basketball, but they can really, really play. Zach Johnson is definitely going to be a D1 player in my eyes. Murray State's looking at him. South Carolina coach Frank Martin is also looking at him. Very athletic. Needs to improve his shooting a little bit, but he'll do that over the summer with team breakdown. Blanche is unbelievable. They had a tough game against Evans, a very young team coached by Chucky Atkins, former Orlando Magic player. Um, but they're unbelievable. 16th in the country. They got guards coming in from everywhere. Lance Tejada, definitely a D1 player. He's got offers from Miami, South Florida, Central Florida. Very, very, very good point guard. He's going to improve over the summer. Needs to improve his shooting a little bit, but he's fantastic. Richard Lee needs to work a little bit on consistency, but he'll get there. He's got an offer from UF and FSU, Maryland, Kansas State. Dallas Cameron is the best on-ball defender in the state, bar none. Like, it's not even close. He's going American. Khalil Thomas, very solid big man. He's going to Ryder. Darian Allen, no one knows about him, but he's going. He's definitely going to be a low D1 recruit. Therrell Gossier, if you haven't seen him play, go do it. He's a sophomore. He shut down Bartow's Chris Perry. Very, very good job. Had a couple great blocks on Chris Perry. He's a top 100 player. He's heading to USF. Um, and then finally for A-Day, Hagerty. Hagerty did a phenomenal job this week. They shot lights out all week. What can I say about this kid, Luke Doyle? He's hit 3 game winners to get them to the championship, finally hitting a game winner against Deerfield Beach, the number 1 8A team in the state, to knock them off in Lakeland. Um, he just had a phenomenal week. They just did what they needed to do. They knocked down shots, which is what they needed to do. Otherwise, they weren't going to beat the 2 teams that they played in Deerfield Beach and South Miami. Um, but other than that, Hagerty did a very, very good job all week. So got to give him credit. Made the stops when they needed to. South Miami had a very good player, Antravis Simmons. He's headed to VCU. It was a great week of basketball. Any outstanding players? Chris Walker was fantastic. Triple double and then beating a better team in the final and really carrying them on his back. He had 30 points in the final, 12 rebounds. Um, Probably best offensive performance was Grayson Allen. He had 31 points in the championship game. He was fantastic. Great player. White kid, believe it or not, he's fantastic. This kid can really, really play. If you want to see a great dunk, go to Grayson Allen throws down LeBron dunk. He got it way back there and he threw it down in the open court. He's fantastic. He's going to be a great player wherever he decides to go. Um, I'm thinking of who else really stood out to me. Lance Tejada was phenomenal. He had 24 points in the semifinals against Bartow. He was fantastic. Um, uh, Joel Berry did not play the best he possibly could, but he was great. He's going to be a fantastic player. Um, Other than that, I think that was pretty much the week. Fantastic play from all teams. There's no bad teams at this point, as you can imagine, at the state semifinals and the state finals in Lakeland. This is what every team wishes to do to get here. It was a fantastic week. I got to meet a lot of new people. RMF Magazine was there. Source Hoops, South Florida Sports, all sorts of people. Bright House Sports Network did the whole weekend. Great to meet those guys. Um, but yeah, if you want to see some great players, Chris Walker's head to Florida next year. Grayson Allen is going to be back at Providence next year, leading David Sharp, Wyatt Walker, and the boys. That's going to be a great team next year. Lake Highland Prep comes back with Jay Jay Henderson and Joel Berry. They lose Denzel Davis to Rice, and they lose B.J. Simpson, I'm pretty sure, to football next year. Tampa Jesuit is going to be phenomenal next year as well. They're a very good team. Blanche gets Tejada and Lee back. They'll be very good. I don't know about Melvin Randall's situation. He talked about perhaps not coming back next year. And the process that he took to get the job this year. But he's a phenomenal coach. He's won 5 state titles in 12 years. I think that any school in the state would love to have him. And I think we all know that if Randall decides to leave, Tejada and Lee would probably follow him, considering that they transferred in this year to play for Coach Randall. I don't know where he would go. Maybe Pines Charter, where Prince Ali is right now. But other than that, those are the things that stood out to me this week. some phenomenal play from some great high school kids. Um, some other teams that will definitely make a run. Orlando Christian Prep next year is looking very good, getting Dimitri Thompson back and Adonis Enriquez. They're going to be a force to be reckoned with. Lake Highland Prep's going to be great. Providence gets everyone back. Grandview loses some tough players, but they're always going to be there. There was just some phenomenal play this year. Bartow may get in some good players if Dwayne Bacon and Corey Sanders decide to go there with Gabriel Pearson. Um, which is close for them. I honestly don't know. There's been some rumors that Dwayne Bacon would end up going to Montverde to play for Coach Boyle up there. I do not know how he's going to fit in there, but he's a phenomenal player. He can score the rock. Corey Sanders, man, that kid can play. I can't say enough about Corey Sanders. He won the dunk contest earlier this week. He's a phenomenal, phenomenal player. Probably one of the most athletic point guards I saw all year. This year, and that was it for the Florida High School State Championships. I'm Jack LeGuin, writer for Zag's blog. I should be having something coming out on Lance Tejada in the next couple weeks. I did one on Andrew Wiggins earlier. Talked to him. Great kid, great player. Had one on Chris Walker out earlier. Joel Berry. So if you just want anything, just either zagsblog.com covers the Knicks and a bunch of other stuff, or playerdevelopment.com, my own website that covers all of the rankings and all the new headlines. Just check it out, www.player-development.com or www.zagsblog.com. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.